So Game 5 of the Western Conference Final and a chance to put the Dallas Stars to bed, having won 4 straight in the Western Conference Final. Let's get it done today, and let's go join Florida for a Stanley Cup Final rematch from last year. Well, the Game 4 was not the answer. I mean, it was a lot better than Game 3, but still, we lost. It was 4-1. The score wasn't good, but we're back home where we won the first game of the series. Maybe we can at least force it to 6, and maybe we can, at that point, force it to 7. Good, we get an early power play. McDavid, Perry shoots, score! Perry! I think that was a tip in front on the power play. Under 3 minutes into this game, and the Edmonton Oilers are up 1-0. That's the start you were hoping for. Why can't this team defend all of a sudden? Janmark, he's in, shoots, score! Janmark! 2-0 just over 7 minutes into the game. You gotta be kidding me. I could have not hoped for a better start. 2-0 Oilers. Let's freaking go. Great. This is the way I want to start elimination Game 5. Like, we're playing worse right now than the Leafs were in Game 7. Like, how is that possible? Timeout DeBoer. Okay, hopefully that calms things down. We're switching goaltenders? What? Dang, they switched goaltenders. Maybe we can make good of this. Skinner shoots, score! Jeff Skinner! First shot on Casey Smith. Skinner has his first career playoff goal. We're up 3-0. This game might already be over. We haven't even got off the first period yet. Let's go Oilers! Okay, see the board? Putting Smith made no difference. The team in front is playing crap. How are we playing so poorly against Edmonton? Justin's got it to Robertson, shoots, score! Robertson, he's feeling it. Goals in 3 straight games. Like, at least someone's producing offensively. At least we got one before the end of the second period at 3-1, but still, I'm not really liking the way this game's going right now. You gotta be kidding me. We can stop all 19 other players on the Stars roster, but Jason Robertson. The only thing I'm hoping for right now is he doesn't have a hat trick in this game. Well, that was a very entertaining first period. 3 goals within the first 10 minutes of this game. They pulled Jake Ottinger. Like, I don't think we could be any better at this point, besides the fact that we let in the Robertson goal. Well, that was a solid end to the period, but an awful start. At this point, we need a couple of goals in the second period just to have a shot to get back into this game. Maybe we can capitalize on this power play. Maybe that's a possibility. Hint, shoot, score! Rupe hints from the point, and that is in. Dallas has made it 3-2. Don't count us out yet. That's 2 consecutive goals. We're not gonna blow another big lead, right? Like we did that in Game 1. I don't want that to happen again. McDavid, he's got a breakaway, shoots, score! McDavid, just a couple of minutes after Hintz's goal. 2-goal lead restored. It's 4-2 Oilers. Never bet against a team that has Connor McDavid. And just like that, like at this point we need a stop from Casey Smith. Like, why did we pull Jake Ottinger again? Like, what was the purpose of that? We're 20 minutes away from going to our second straight Cup final and a chance to rematch against the Florida Panthers. Just hold on to the third period and we're going to be going to another Cup final. Well, that was a decent second period. Like, we scored, we made a 1-goal game, then they scored, made a 2-goal game. Like, we need a miracle of a third period to come back in this game. Well, we gotta do something. Randon, pass, shoot, score! Robertson again! Robertson's on hat trick watch. My goodness, he's feeling it. 4 goals in 3 games. It's a 4-3 game. Stars aren't out of it yet. You gotta be kidding me. Like, we couldn't have at least let them score with like 5 minutes left. It had to be like just off the rip. Kane's got it. He puts it around. Banks off it. Then score! Kane banks it off of Lindell. Past the Smith. And just a couple of minutes after it made it 4-3, Kane makes it 5-3. Own goals are costing the Stars, and I can't believe it. We're up 5-3. That might be the dagger. Lindell, you're a very good defenseman, okay? And I like you for that. But why would you be there? And why did it deflect off of your thing? Casey Smith, where were you at? Like, this team is so trash at defending. And would you look at that? Into the empty net with only 11 seconds left. That makes it a 3-goal game. This game is over. The series is over. We win 6-3 thanks to a 3-goal first period. And we are going to take on the Florida Panthers again. You gotta be kidding me. Really? Why is this team so good in the first 2 rounds and 3 straight Western Conference Final exits? Like, you've gotta be freaking kidding me. Vegas, Edmonton, Edmonton. Like, what can we change in the offseason to make this team Stanley Cup final bound? Like, what? Well, Dallas has had their time. We're going to be going and making a couple of offseason moves this offseason. and then we're going to be starting to compete for the playoffs. Like, I have a very good feeling, if not next year, then the year after, we're going to be back in the playoffs, and then teams better start fearing us, especially with playoff Connor Bedard. I'm telling you, had we not traded Rantanen, we would have ended the Oilers and be facing the Florida Panthers. Why did we trade Rantanen? You know what, I'm hoping at some point we can have the luxury of actually winning in the first round. Like, I would love to make it to the conference final. I think we've only done that like once or twice in our entire franchise's history. At this point, I just want to make it out of round one. I'm hoping that we can make it to the conference final appearance at some point in the next couple of years, but with the way this season went, after a lot of people are predicting us to be a top 3 team in the Central, I'm not sure how this is going to go. That being said, who the heck are we moving off this offseason? So you're telling me if we had won that game against Winnipeg Jets, we would have taken the Dallas Stars, we could have easily taken on the Dallas Stars, and then we would have been able to play the Edmonton Oilers in the conference final, where Broberg and Holloway, who probably would have been healthy at that point, would have been able to take it to the former team, and we could have been going to the Stanley Cup final instead of the Oilers. Like, we had a chance to do that stuff, and we blew it in Game 7 of Round 1. Man, these playoffs are so entertaining. Hopefully we make the right moves this offseason that we can make the playoffs next year. I would not even be surprised if we made it to the conference final or there's a cup final next year if we make the right moves. Why did we lose to the Stars? Hellebuyck has not lost a playoff game against the Edmonton Oilers in his career. Had we been the Dallas Stars, I feel like we would have put up much more of a fight than the Dallas Stars did, and maybe we would have even gone to the cup final to face off against Florida. Like, why did we lose to Dallas? And why is this team so crap on the road? It's all right, everyone. It's all right. The only team from California who's beaten McDavid in a playoff series will make it back to the playoffs next year and take down McDavid. So they won't be able to go to 3 straight cup finals because we'll be able to take them down. Why is everyone laughing? This is the thing that I hated the most. For the last 2 years, we have missed the playoffs, and the last 2 years the Oilers have made the cup final. And on top of that, Tkachuk and Bennett are winning cups with Florida. Like, this is probably one of the darkest times to be a Calgary Flames fan in history. Okay, so I want Marner, I want Ehlers, and I want Besser. I don't care how much they want, and I don't care if we have to move off a couple of defenders to do so. At this point, the only way we'd beat Edmonton is if we outscored them absurdly. So at this point, we had Ehlers, Marner, Besser, or at least 2 of those 3. And I think we can definitely outscore the Edmonton Oilers. So let's just go all out this offseason. I don't think it's going to happen next year, but this Sharks team has the future of being a cup contender. Like, I fully believe that we make a couple of smart moves in this offseason, draft a couple of good players, sign a couple of good free agents, make a couple of good trades. We're going to be able to go to the conference final in the very near future. Well, we've been to the playoffs in the past couple years, which is good, but we still have never been to a conference final in our existence. And at this point, with the way Vegas and Los Angeles and Edmonton are playing right now, it may be a long time before we get to our first conference final appearance. Okay, so what are we doing to make it to the conference final? Like, we were 1 win away from the conference final last year. Had we beat Edmonton, we would have been to the conference final, and now we missed the playoffs. So what are we going to do this offseason to get us to the conference final next year? I'm telling you, we signed Marner, we beat the Edmonton Oilers. Definitely the scoring was the problem this year. Our defense is still really good. Our goaltending is still pretty good, but our goal scoring was atrocious in these playoffs. So let's go out, let's get Marner or Besser, and let's get another offensive weapon so we can have more offense next time we face the Edmonton Oilers in the playoffs. And trust me, the next time we play the Oilers in the playoffs, they are going down. Well, would you look at that? We did it in 5 games instead of 6 like we did last year, but back-to-back Western Conference Final wins over the Dallas Stars. And now we've got the rematch against Florida. Crosby and Gretzky, when they went to their first Stanley Cup final, lost and then beat the exact same team. Let's hope McDavid can do the exact same thing.